So we knew each other. Again, we met 6th grade, Miss Hall's 6th grade science class, we always say. It's a long story of like each liking each other, sometimes at the wrong times, and just something that was always there, but it just never materialized until now. And
I'm so glad you two finally decided to like each other at the same time.
After being friends for forever and ever, and having tried to date a couple of times, we decided we just weren't into each other. Either one of us wouldn't be that into it, or both of us wouldn't be that into it, but we would kind of think about it. And so finally, essentially, the story is that we both decided we were into it at the same time, after a really long time.
When we were younger, you started off with a look you gave.
You two have been close friends since meeting in Miss Hall's 6th grade science class and have walked through so much life together.
Off and on, friends forever, but finally they realized that they were actually meant to be.
But apparently they went out in high school to homecoming, I think it was, as sophomores. Then later on as seniors they went to prom. There was so much fire and heat going on in those dates that they didn't date until 10 years later. So it took a little while.
I sort of feel like there was a spark. I think he sort of felt a spark, but it wasn't anything we were acting on. We still lived really far away from each other. And we figured that out when I invited him to come to my little sister's wedding with me. And we clearly hit it off at the wedding, and it's been going great since then.
from there, for Rebecca's wedding, the rest is history. But
You were friends first, and you always will be.
I mean, I think we always knew we liked each other, but had we seriously dated in high school or college or maybe even med school, and I do think it was meant to be that we kind of did this later on, because I think we were both ready. Went to Tinseltown and went to a movie.
Like our first kiss was in 10th grade.
That was the first time we ever went on a date. That was our first kiss, was back in high school.
They had a whole day of fun. They had breakfast, they went to the zoo, they had lunch, they did all of this stuff, which I find out on the bachelorette party Melissa considers their first date. And I was like, what in the world? I was like, I mean, I know I'm a good third wheel, but I didn't know like I set up this situation to happen, but apparently I did. I
mean, all of the good qualities that Zach has about him have always been there. And so I don't know that anything necessarily changed as much as I just could start appreciating those qualities more. I don't know, he's just such a good person.
Zach, you've always been a stand-up guy.
And there was a time where I guess I realized, like, I don't know, I just don't want to be friends with this person anymore. I don't know.
Zach is extremely confident, smart, and a genuinely kind man. Anyone that knows him knows he brings a smile to anyone who meets him. I look up to you more than you will ever know, and I'm so proud to call you my brother.
That was a dog.
I almost forgot about the cargo that
Melissa is also such a confident, smart, and genuinely kind woman. And not to mention, she's one of the cutest humans I think we've all ever met. She brings a light everywhere she goes, and I can't imagine a more perfect match than you two.
Looking at Melissa and saying, why don't you date Zach? Like, Zach is so great. Zach, you really have like the best catch. She's smart, she's beautiful, she's loyal.
Melissa, I don't know where to start. We've known each other for 8 years, and while at baseline we are very different people, I don't know that we could have any more in common. You have taught me what it means to be a true friend, to live faithfully, and also that there's no time too early to drink a full sugar Dr. Pepper.
I had in mind to keep an eye on you. Watch you fill the room without a whisper. When we were younger, and I held my breath, and like it was my last one. But you steered it right in front of us. You steered it right in front of us.
That's so classic. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Also, it is so timeless. I love it.
So pretty. Oh, I love it.
We're excited about tomorrow, and we're excited about the future, and we're truly blessed to have Zach in our life. Hey, Melissa. I love you, beautiful.
You like it?
He said I love it in case y'all didn't know.
It's so pretty. Unless something crazy happens, this is going the whole way. Like, we knew from day one that we were probably going to get married. From the day one of dating, we knew it was going to end in marriage.
So I'm so thankful and glad that the Lord found it fitting to bring you guys back together.
I've never been more ready to do something. I mean, it's 18 years later, it's time. It's something that I've said, like, high school, college, and med school versions of me would, if they could see today, they would say, they wouldn't be surprised at all. They'd be like, yep, I could totally have seen this happening. They'd be so happy.
Everybody else kind of always knew this was going to be a thing. So I think in that sense, I think it just feels like it's supposed to be.
I think just the fact that I get to marry this person that I have known forever and have feelings for that I've never felt for anyone else, I think I'm just ready. I'm just excited to see her walk down the aisle. I will remember today way more than I remembered the day I graduated med school or the day I graduated residency or something like that. I will say that. And I will say this is one of the times, very few times in my life, where I didn't have to think very much about what I was doing and knew with full confidence, without even having to question it, that this was the right thing to do. And I want her to know that, and she does know that.
I mean, it just sort of feels like I said, like we have always known this is, I say we didn't. But now that we're here, it sort of feels like we knew this is how it was always supposed to be. So
You bring out the joy in Melissa, and you make the perfect team.
Read the Bible together. Share what you're learning. Guard your walk with Jesus and serve the Lord together through His church. A Christian home is where a husband and wife walk side by side, hand in hand. Zach and Melissa, today you have made a lifelong commitment to each other. You have unashamedly shared your vows. You have given beautiful rings as a public demonstration of your love. Believing that this is your desire to have a happy home built upon the Lordship of Jesus Christ, it is my joy as a minister of the gospel to pronounce that from this moment on, you are husband and wife. What the Lord has made inseparable, let no man separate. May the Lord bless you in all ways and in all things. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Zach and Melissa Levis.
We're married, we get together on the floor, and then that first "at last" kind of plays, and it's just, that's it. That's what I'm ready for.
Every memory evermore, here reminding what I've been missing. Oh, you were what I've been
and he loves me a lot, and has for a really long time. Which I think is kind of the best part.